Today is Wednesday, October 9th, and today we're going to be talking about the government shutdown. So, as you guys both mentioned to me, actually on the first day it happened, is... Hi, Oliver. He wants no part of us. The government in America actually has shut down. Not all of it, just the important parts. The really important parts are still open. The semi-important parts closed. And then the weird parts are also open. I'll explain, don't worry. So the first question might be, how is this government shutdown affecting you? Alright, Oliver, I'll pick you up. So on a daily basis, in my life particularly, the government shutdown really isn't a big deal. You know, I have established health insurance, and I have different things that certain people are still in the process of applying for, or they don't have because they just became a citizen, or they're working on their citizenship status, stuff like that. People in those situations, military personnel, they're having a lot of problems, but as just an average American, that doesn't work for the government, I'm not really seeing much of a problem. I do know a lot of government employees aren't getting paid, and they may not get retro pay for these days that they're not working. So that really sucks, and I can see where this would be a big problem. But actually, like, every day on the street, there's no picketing, there's no rioting, there's no problems. I go to school in New York City, and I'm really not seeing any of the effects of this. The mail is still delivered, garbage is still picked up, which is a city function, but government funded nonetheless, eventually. But yeah, I mean, it's not as big as I think the media is making it out to be, and not as big as it's, I guess, perceived in other countries, because you guys thought it was a bigger deal than I did. So, basically, the first question I figured we'd address is, why did the government shut down? Under the Constitution, Congress has to pass laws to be able to spend money. So this spending bill is basically a breakdown of what we can and cannot spend, what we can spend it on. And Congress has to pass this bill and agree on it for this to happen. And sometimes, like in the Clinton era, the president vetoed it. And then there's been recent years where the bills come very close to not passing, but it still passed, like last minute. But this time it didn't, and we're going on quite a few days now with no government. But yeah, so the government is shut down on that front. So the government can't function because Congress can't spend money. And money buys things, and we need things to function. So yeah, I will let you draw your own conclusions as to why they can't agree on a spending bill. That's not my business. Let's say since 1977, there have been 17 government shutdowns. So this is not the first one, but this is the first one kind of in our adult lives. So I think it's a big one for us, and at least we're becoming aware of things. So, okay, so these are two actually big questions a lot of people have been asking recently, and I can kind of see it because it's that time of year. One is, can I visit national parks? No. All national parks are currently closed. Kind of sad, because people are going on vacation, they've booked these vacations months in advance, even years, and now they're coming to America, or they're going to different states, and you can't go to these amazing, beautiful places that are often once-in-a-lifetime places. So that really stinks. Patent offices will be closed, trademark offices will be closed, national parks will be closed, food safety inspections, will they continue? Sort of. The Food Safety and Inspection Service will continue inspecting food just for the safety of the general public. They won't investigate claims of unsafe food handling, so we can still get sick. The Food and Drug Administration are going to limit its activities, but they're going to recall but they'll continue with recalls, and they're going to monitor investigations. So that's scary. Obamacare is actually something that functions outside of the government. So no matter what happens, if the government shut down or not, something like that is going to keep running. So Obamacare, Medicaid, Social Security, anybody who receives any of those benefits are actually going to continue to get them. So they're safe there. It's just the people who are applying for it. I believe they might be back. They might have some issues. There are certain federal employees that have to work that, even though the government shut down, they're not being affected by it. And I quote, "The biggest exemption is for employees necessary to protect public health, safety, or property." So at least those things, like, we'll still have guards for prisons, which is a comforting thing to me. I included some articles in the thingy down below that you guys can check out, some questions you might have. I hope they work in your countries. If not, you guys can always message me and if you have any questions. This is still a real thing. It's still going on. There's a lot of people affected, but there's also a lot of people that aren't affected directly and could very well soon become affected by it. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!